Every day, I get up and I do my best on everything I put my mind to. I put my best into myself and into others around me, my pets, animals, my studies, and in creating content which I find valuable, which has helped me along the way. Every time I go to make a video, my voice trembles a little bit because I'm speaking on things which are relatively new to our awareness within the last 4 or 5 years for me, longer for others, shorter for others, a lifetime for others. My background is in academics and in the medical community. I've served people which we would call clients or patients or colleagues for health disparities, health issues, mental health problems, psychological issues, physical trauma. I've been in the emergency room, suturing, doing many things. I have a degree in science, and I've studied literature my whole life. And now I don't feel that I need to give my credentials, but I was asked in a comment, what are my credentials to speak on this? My number one credential is that I'm here. I am here experiencing this world, which is in shambles right now. And the level of awareness that I have, my intuition that I have, my ancestors that are coming through me, my deep journeying I've done, my nightmares turned to lucid dreaming, my heart are my credentials. Everything I've read, everything I've studied, all of my societal accolades and accomplishments and celebrations, they are not of more value than my feelings, my intuition, my inner guidance system, which each and every one of us has that. You don't have to have a level of degrees and accomplishments, PhDs, because we know the scientific community has some flaws in it. We know that when we're reading evidence-based science or when we're reading peer-reviewed science, hint, hint, peer-reviewed, some of that is I rub your back, you rub mine. That is well known in the scientific community, is well known, okay? What is also well known is this feeling of imposter syndrome. And let me tell you a story. Every step of the way through my career in medicine and previous to that, I've always felt like an imposter. I always felt like, oh my God, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Can I speak on these things? Am I able to take a critically ill infant and bring it back to life? Am I able to start this IV? Am I able to start this arterial line? Am I able to keep this person alive for 12 hours? I don't feel like I got that. There has been self-doubt and a feeling of I'm not good enough my whole life. And each step I've said, you know what? If not me, then who? If not me, then who? So I don't pretend to be a teacher. I don't pretend that I went and got a degree to teach math, science of any subject, be it math, be it physics, be it any other subject, physiology and anatomy, though I've studied these in great detail. What I feel like is I am here to celebrate us and to share the things that I've learned as a pointer for everybody, as a pointer for you to go look at these things yourself and run it through your system, because you might respond to it in a different way than me. But if you never known, if nobody ever pointed you to these subjects, how will you ever know to look? And so the comment is that, oh, what are my credentials to discuss the Enneagram? Hello, I'm in flesh. Hello, I have a soul. Hello, I know how to pattern recognize. I mean, it's just, to me, absurd that we do this to each other. And so the purpose of this video isn't for me to defend myself. I will never defend myself for my views or for having an awareness. I will have humility and say, look, and I do this every video, I don't know it all. I could never know it all. I don't want to know it all. No one has all the answers. All we can do is be resonators for each other, resonators for truth, and let everyone come to it on their own. But I make a point of pointing it out so that you can be aware of things. And so the reason, again, the purpose of this video right now is to say to you, viewer, speak your voice, even if it trembles. Speak your truth, because you never know who is going to help. And forget about everyone else who's got something to say, some judgment, and if they're negative towards you or if they're questioning you like there's some authority over you. Ignore them. Let your story be heard. And if you've learned something that you feel is of value to your neighbor, to me, to anyone else, share it, because we are all we got. And so I say this because I'm tired of dealing with people who pop off with me in the comments unnecessarily. This is a work of love. And if you can't feel my love, just move on. Just go. I am not here to debate anyone in the comments. Open dialogue is welcome. Conversation is welcome. Constructive criticism is welcome. If you know of someone who's speaking on these things in a more detailed way, put it in the comments so other people can find that. Find the experts in all these fields. It's impossible, literally impossible, for any of us to be experts in astronomy, astrology, yoga, the I Ching, what else? Physics, the conspiracy operations such as Operation Paperclip and all these other things. It's impossible. Nobody knows it all. And that is the great convergence that we can have with each other. You might be an expert in Ayurvedic medicine. You might be an expert in survival medicine or survival tools, herbal medicine. You may be a worker of light, of hands and light or sound. Me, I put patterns together. That's one of my abilities. I can pattern recognize. I've been able to do that forever. And so that's what I do. And I'm grateful for everyone who is here. And I just want to share this message to you, because if I'm feeling like attacked, then I'm sure that somebody else who would be starting out could feel the same way and may be able to even stop their progress. That may be able to say to them, you know what, I'm not good enough. Maybe I shouldn't be making these videos. All of that stuff is a trigger for us to keep going, to double down and say, hey, I'm just going to continue to improve. I'm just going to continue to learn. I'm just going to continue to feel the love and harmony from inside me as I deliver these messages. And no, I'm not backing down from this message. The message is coming from within me. It's coming from some other place. But yet in the physical plane, I study to validate what I'm hearing, what I'm getting. And also to expand and add certain details, which will be symbols for you, the viewer, my friends out there. So I appreciate you. And if you wanted to make a channel regarding how food works in a spiritual plane, do that. If you are a tarot reader and you know all about that stuff, post videos by all means. But let's support each other instead of trying to break each other down, because that's the old paradigm that don't work. It doesn't work now. Okay? Soon the world will be overtaken by perfected AI content with data points and data sets and perfect language and enunciation and all the wisdom and knowledge that we can ever have wanted. And that will be a sterile environment. This is not humanity. Humanity is born from our passion, from our love and our connection and commitment to each other. So I'm committed. I'm committed to bringing whatever true knowledge comes to me, to you. And that is the purpose of this message.